Hi, Moihan here to give you LinkedIn tip of the day. And in today's tip of the day, I wanted to actually talk about why is it important that you post your extracurricular activities on LinkedIn. So one of the key differentiators for employment, especially for fresh graduates, is to look at the involvement in extracurricular activities. Because as fresh graduates, most companies and employers understand that you don't have deep experiences in technical or functional skills. So with that, what differentiates you is actually your involvement in extracurricular activities, because during those activities is where you demonstrate what we call behavioral competencies, and during a recruitment, the hiring manager is trying to look for evidences of these behavioral competencies. So as a result of that, it is key therefore that you are able to articulate these kinds of experiences of the clubs and societies, the projects, the events that you have organized, participated in, or even led. So one thing that I realize these days in most university I go and I talk to many students, or in fact I would say 80 to 90% of you are already very active in university. So that's why you are so busy. You have so many clubs and societies to attend, so many events, so many competitions, and so on and so forth. So there is no challenge in not attending or participating in extracurricular activities. The challenge now here is remembering it after you graduate. So I think we talked about this before. A lot of times when you go for an interview, you actually forget, because 4 years happens, a lot of things happens in 4 years, or 3 years for that matter, for some of you. And in that 1 hour, if you are unable to articulate some of these experiences, chances are the hiring manager will take it as you didn't able to demonstrate that or didn't experience that. So by posting it weekly as our suggestion, this helps to remind you before you walk into an interview session of all the wonderful things that you have done. And this kind of postings actually serve to reinforce yourself. So remember, we talked about this in our last sharing, that posting doesn't need to be viral, but posting as a fresh graduate or undergraduate is a documentation for you to remind yourself before you go into the interview room, so that you can articulate all these rich experiences to impress your fellow interviewer. So just want to end with one last one, because many students come to me and say, Muihan, how do I get the perfect profile for my LinkedIn? Or how do I get the perfect post for my LinkedIn? Here is not about getting the perfect post or perfect profile. Here is about documenting it well. So what we encourage you to do is to document your extracurricular activities. Do it once a week. This is important, not so much for other people to see, but more so for you to remind yourself as moving forward. So with that, thank you very much for tuning in, and hope to see you some other time. Bye-bye.